ये एक सरकारी काम है। ईडी ने वहां गया तो ये सरकारी व्यवस्था से हुआ। सरकारी कोई खबर था, उनके पास कुछ डॉक्यूमेंट है कोल स्कैम के बारे में, तो इसी के अंदर हमारे चीफ मिनिस्टर गया और वहां से ये सारे फाइल्स एंड हार्ड डिस्क लेके आते हैं। इसका अर्थ है क्या? उसके अंदर उनका कुछ है क्या? गलत काम का प्रूफ है क्या? इट इज श्योर दैट देयर आर सम प्रूफ व्हिच कैन डैमेज हर टीम एंड हरसेल्फ। ये कोई भाषा है? ये कोई तरीका है? एक सीएम का भाषा हो सकता है? वो होम मिनिस्टर को कहता है नेस्टी, ऐसा नहीं बोलना चाहिए। ये जो संवैधानिक पोस्ट में है वो संविधान तोड़ रहे हैं, वो क्रिमिनल को मदद कर रहे हैं। ये तो एकदम ठीक नहीं है। ये जनता देखते है, जनता इसको जवाब देंगे। और ईडी के साथ भाजपा का क्या संबंध है? जो सरकारी काम को आगे बढ़ाना, ये हमारे जो संवैधानिक प्रतिनिधि, जो एमएलए, एमपी, चीफ मिनिस्टर, सबको इसको देखना चाहिए। जैसे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल वर्क ठीक से रहे। जब हमारे सीएम शपथ लिया तो वो हमारे देश के अखंडता, देश के सारे स्वार्थों रक्षा करेंगे। ये देश का स्वार्थ तोड़ते हैं। क्यों तोड़ते हैं? शायद उसी के अंदर उनका कोई डॉक्यूमेंट्स मिल जाएगा, ऐसा कुछ है क्या? एवरीबॉडी नोज इट that is not the party office of तृणमूल कांग्रेस। ये सब बात बोलना ठीक नहीं है। ये जनता उसको जवाब देंगे 2026 के चुनाव में।
See, the Enforcement Directorate is not a political party. Enforcement Directorate is investigating in a case of coal smuggling and is also investigating the money trail, the hawala, and where the money from the coal smuggling has gone. So one of the suspected office is that of IPAC, where it is believed that apparently some money from coal smuggling has passed on to some hands over there. So it is a fair investigation which it is conducting, and all investigations of the Enforcement Directorate which are happening in connection with the smuggling are in public interest. And they should follow, investigation should follow its own course, law must follow its own course. The sudden appearance of the Chief Minister, being a constitutional head of the state, and her interference in the affairs of ED, in the investigation of Enforcement Directorate, as well as her attempt to take out the files, the material evidences of those investigations, and she just carried away the files in broad daylight. Attempts to damaging the investigation, shielding and protecting the accused persons, and also destruction of very valuable material evidence in a coal smuggling case and in a hawala case. So, Enforcement Directorate must follow the proper course of action, and she should be brought in for questioning, and whatever the law must take its own course. You see, ED is doing what ED has to do. There cannot be any political comments on whatever ED is doing. But as a former officer of the Indian Police Force, I can tell you this, that when an agency empowered to do so is doing its job and investigating into a criminal offense, any interference into that matter, and also the pilferage and destruction of material evidence tantamounts to being a partner in crime. So, the Chief Minister, by her actions, has interfered in the legal investigation of the Enforcement Directorate, and the ED is empowered to take any steps that it can take in the course of law. No. I don't want to comment on somebody who for a mere lipstick or a fashion, pouch can sell the ID and the password of the parliament. I don't want to comment on somebody like that. What I can comment on is, you see, IPAC is not a political office. IPAC is a business venture. And if the money trail leads to IPAC, ED has every right and is empowered to walk into IPAC and conduct investigation and seize the material evidence. And no one in India under the present law is empowered to intervene and to snatch away material evidence as has been done in the state of West Bengal by the constitutional head. It is direct and illegal interference in the investigation of Enforcement Directorate. You know, in all kinds of interference, we see fear. We see fear, absolute fear that the criminals will be exposed, absolute fear that the criminals have to be protected. They have to protect the criminals, they have to shield the criminals, they have to hide the material evidence and fear for that. There cannot be any other reason. If everything is in black and white and everything is legal, there is no reason. The Chief Minister could have sent lawyers and the lawyers could have talked to the Enforcement Directorate if the file at all contained any political content. That could have been discussed and worked out. But snatching away of files during the investigation of a major criminal offence, which also includes Hawala transaction, tantamounts to intervening, interfering and damaging contents of crime.
But CM said that I am sorry, Prime Minister, please control your home.
No. I don't want to comment. I don't want to comment on statements which are shady. The statement of the Chief Minister is not connected to the ED investigation. It is not connected with the coal smuggling. It is not connected with the suspected partners of crime being IPAC and heads of IPAC. It is only political. The statements which are made by the Chief Minister of Bengal are political in nature and are trying to turn away the main events which has happened. In Bengal, we say that Guriye Dawa. She is trying to mislead the people of Bengal. And nobody is being misled. Everybody is knowing what is happening. You see, the coal smuggling, the cattle smuggling, and all other smuggling, the lottery, everything, the scams for recruitment, they all lead to one thing, that collection of illegal money, collection of commission, collection of bribes, which are now being channelized into Hawala for making them white, black into white. So this is a major crime in West Bengal, and all this money are coming from different scams, and Enforcement Directorate is right on the spot. It is investigating the matter, and in such a case, any political statements to divert the attention from the main offense which is happening, carrying away material evidence and saying that this is political, is not going to save the Chief Minister of West Bengal.
See, investigation is going on by court monitor order. So, where ED will go, that is their prerogative. And for the investigation, they can go anywhere as per the law and the constitution. So, we have no words regarding this. They thought these are the office or the places where from this kind of scam organized. So it's for me it's a welcome step to expose the coal scam, which is running for a long time, and investigation is pending for a long time. There are so many culprits who are in party in power, who are involved in this scam. So they should be exposed to this investigation. I hope that ED will reach their final conclusion, who are the responsible for this kind of coal scam. This is the word, this kind of word is very much unconstitutional. The way she criticized Home Minister, it is not justified. I think the people will see, or people will be shameful, the word used by the Chief Minister of West Bengal to our Home Minister. It should be criticized by any means of word. The role of Chief Minister, the behavior, the way she ran the government, all are unconstitutional. And I hope in the coming election in the 2026, people will give a fitting reply to the Mamata Banerjee for doing this kind of activities. See, IPAC is a private organization. There is no role of a government official to run there, to stop, to disrupt the investigation. The way she fled away with several files from this office, it is very much unconstitutional. I think she should be under the investigation as because why she went there, why she stopped a constitutional agency from the investigation, why she used state power to stop ED or any other constitutional agency to disrupt the investigation. So I think ED should look after this kind of thing, and Mamata Banerjee should be under the scanner of investigation. In what interest she went there? People are saying her family is also involved in the coal scam. So she might be exposed or her family might be exposed. That's why she is doing this kind of activities. See, she is saying all this type of rubbish words for long. It is not this time. Her words is always unparliamentary and unconstitutional. Regarding the death, you just ask her, is there any DM reported any death due to SIR to the ECI? Answer is no. Then why she is alleging this kind of false allegation? So this shows when their DM is not saying anything regarding the death for SIR, why she is repeatedly saying this kind of blatant lie to the people. Actually, she wanted to confuse the people of West Bengal regarding the SIR. Her activity shows that Trinamool as a party, they wanted to stop SIR by any way. That's why they are making this kind of confusion among the people.
আমাদের ভিডিও ভালো লাগলে লাইক এবং শেয়ার করুন। কমেন্ট সেকশনে গিয়ে জানান আপনাদের মতামত। আরও ভিডিও পেতে আমাদের চ্যানেল সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন এবং প্রতি মুহূর্তে খবরের আপডেট পেতে প্রেস করুন বেল আইকন।